everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. In the last episode, we made our way through the treatment room, discovered another injection gun with turbocurine, I believe was the correct name of the chemical. Actually, I could check that real quick. Nope, it was neostigmine, which is a cure for turbocurine, basically, more or less. Anywho, we found that. Since we were in the treatment area, we decided to put Quark in a pod for treating some of his effects, which is probably going to be a bit of an awkward moment to explain to Tenmyoji at first, but I'm sure after we tell him, be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that... Okay, then yeah, I'll go and see him. Because, hey, we have the cure now. So, yeah, in this episode, we're going to get the fuck out of this room and get that started, huh? This is the lock for the exit. It says lock right now. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. You found it.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
God damn it. Fucking Dio.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Well, it seems that's a constant in the timeline. What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
It was Dio. It's always Dio. Well, why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitored thingy.
We should definitely look at that first. That's a life at stake. I mean, ours are at stake too, but first we'll look at this one. Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to meet Quark. This was the pod we put him into after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. So there was a person in here before who was successfully restored from a cold sleep. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. 7:48, subject released. 8:06, subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. Whoa, what is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people, actually. 1 for each pod.
Really? Interesting. Well, that would explain how they got people from different times. Maybe they just put us in the pods and kidnapped the people and then synced up the times.
They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. To know how much earlier. I'm sorry, that should be to know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? One of these people doesn't belong. And it's Theo, we know. So, who are the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy.
No, that's fair.
B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
Well, I mean, that's obviously Zero Senior. I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said yourself, the log says 8 hours ago. It's not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, I was just reading it as a time. My bad. Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible. Right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Alright, this is a really long path. He's gonna try and fucking kill us all. This is another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the Floor A warehouse.
Huh. So it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look. Not like we're on a time crunch or anything right now.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Ah, yes, here's where she's gonna bring it up. Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
He can't vote.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
You weren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
Well, yeah, but... I mean, it seems kind of mean to betray a child like that. Then again, I mean, we are in a prime situation, and I feel like if I pick ally, I might not get the information I need to progress into the timeline where everyone gets out.
So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round.
Well, then why would the doors be here if there's not a next round?
There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right?
Oh shit, that's right.
Dio, K, and Phi.
And Dio is absolutely going to pick Betray. But then again, the people against him know he's going to pick Betray probably, so he's going to be stuck in a shit situation.
What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
And K is probably going to get out. That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked ally, they'd kill him. So K's definitely not going to get out. Or, not K. Phi is definitely not going to get out. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K. And Alice BP.
No!
Alice's BP, rather.
Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio is willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9. Oh, he's definitely willing to kill someone, but I hope they realize that he's willing, and they're just going to hit Betray.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that's generally the best defensive choice, rather.
But if Dio chooses ally...
Dio will never choose ally, are you kidding? He literally never chooses it. Through all the various timelines, unless I'm forgetting. Unless somebody else ran in before him, chose ally before he could do anything, he has consistently always hit Betray.
Then K would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If K gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Huh, been a while since we've gotten this flashback.
So you think that K will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
Well, I mean, Sigma probably maybe believes that, but I sure as fuck don't. I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple of things I gotta do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Okay. So, I'm wondering what exactly will get us through those white doors, if Ally will actually do that, or if we'll get another game over because Kay will leave. And again, if no one dies, then there's no problem, right? Because he won't want to get out of here. It's highly possible that there will be a game over. if I pick ally.
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back. Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Fucker. Dio
Hey,
specifically.
where's Quark?
Alright, let's explain. Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
Yeah, that was a bad answer. No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, alright? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels. In the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Should probably have brought the axle, whatever the hell. Wait, this is another thing I could just look up. The Accelavir. Alright, you guys, some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as
It's
much.
not really a big deal, okay?
It is, though.
I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big
Why?
deal.
If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Can you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center, in another room in another timeline.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have.
I mean, part of me wants to believe him, but another part of me knows the bullshit he's done in several different timelines, so part of me thinks he probably still would have.
What the hell, bro?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yes. Yeah?
If they treat people there, I think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
Unfortunately, no. No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh. Well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
Yes, exactly. If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people, then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right?
Yes.
Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh, yeah. And that's why Quark didn't have his bracelet the one time when he was in there, because his heart had stopped because he was frozen and unfrozen afterwards. Aha! Hooray for loopholes! Oh! So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off!
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor. Well, the point is, Kay, we have a loophole. And I mean, your key is somewhere in here. I don't remember exactly what room it was in, but in one of the rooms where there's a key to your suit, we can just pop you out of it.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What?
What? What?
What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But then, how did, in the other timeline, Quark manage? But when Clover and I were here, it worked!
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Well, they're both getting ally. That brings Luna to 3, Tenmyoji to 3, and Phi to 8.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
So we can guarantee that they're picking ally. Knowing what I know about both Phi and Luna, I know for certain they aren't going to kill Tenmyoji. Alright, so that's one party that's going to be at 8 guaranteed.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally the safe plan would be to choose betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
And you know it's a safe bet to make, Tenmyoji. Knowing them as well as I do through the various timelines. It's a safe bet to make they'll ally in this situation. Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Alright, he hates me in this timeline.
I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left.
Yeah, Alice, you're gonna have to pick betray with Kay. There's gonna be a massive betrayal going around.
We need to go.
I mean, on your side. If our side picks ally, really it would only be me and Clover that would get the fuck out if we picked betray. So yeah, if I pick ally, we're definitely getting through the white doors. Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please press the Start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yes. Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Oh? Really? Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty drastic difference. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person. Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh-ho! So you're saying who fumble. So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is.
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, I really don't have any reason to betray Quark anymore.
Please. Choose Ally.
I mean, I might do it just to see where that road goes, but I don't think that's what I'm doing. You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Diplomacy! Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. It wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? Well, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do. But we're going to find out in the next episode. See you guys then.